far from our
No.
yes.
Oh, drove up the driveway.
And he was up with me in the leash.
You all set?
No
Yeah.
leash.
So what's that thing called that you're winding the twine on?
A needle.
Just a needle.
Just for a net or for a lobster trap, yeah. Yeah. Used to have, when I did it for my father, used to have, you can pull a little bit of that off. Used to have wooden ones. And he made the wooden ones.
Yeah, I've got a carved wood one as well, but
Yeah.
a few of the plastics too.
But then when the house burned, all the needles and everything went, so then went to the plastic then, I guess.
So who did you learn from, your dad?
Yeah. Not that I wanted to learn, but he always used to get us, first of all, he had us fill in the needles. And then got us at the headings. I guess sometimes we try to hide.
But I think your family's pretty well been lobster fishing since they got here.
Oh yeah, yeah. They had, my grandfather did, and then my father did, and me, and now Mark there. He's going to be the next, I guess, what do you say, generation? How did it go, Mark? All right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. One more. There we go. Now I'll just cut that off. And then we'll move over to the other spot there. There. And straighten it up. Okay. I take the glasses off so I can see the close.
So you've rigged Mary's cupboard here.
So we'll see what happens.
So which one are you making first?
Which heading?
Yeah,
I'm going to make the funnel heading.
the funnel heading. Okay.
It's the center heading for the lobster trap there. Yeah.
So what's
Yeah, let's do
is
this.
that?
I'll just get started here. What's that?
Is the stick a special length or width or something?
This here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be not exactly the same, but if it's too small, it'll make these here really small.
Yeah.
Extra knitting and a little bigger, but you don't want it too big, because if it was too big, the fish or lobsters will go right out through it.
Is that your original old stick?
That there's one my father made, yeah. Yeah. Will I just keep going?
Yeah. So
Probably take
because it's a specific heading, you know how many loops to make.
Yeah, that's right.
You've got like a pattern.
This here, what I'm doing there now is like, call it the chain, on the chain, and you need out like 24 loops, and or you count the knots till you get to 24, and then you put it back on there and go the other route. So. But it is,
So would these have to be replaced like every season on the old traps?
oh no, not the heads. No, the heads they usually last for years.
Okay.
It's all years ago they used to knit with cotton twine, and that didn't last too long. Maybe I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years, and then it'd get rotten and break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have the number of traps that you're able to put out every year changed quite a bit from when your dad was fishing?
The trap itself?
Yeah, like
Yeah, there's different traps now. A lot have wooden and a lot have wire, and Some more have a combination with the wood and wire trap. Yeah.
But they had the much smaller boats, so would they have fewer traps out that they were allowed to have out at a time?
No, one time there was no limit, I don't think, to the number of traps you used to put out. But now there is no limit. It's 250. So
Yeah.
the boat size really didn't matter too much. But I'm just going to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 2.
2 more.
2 more. That's 23. 24. So you get out 24 on the chain. And once you do that, you unhook it here and you go like this.
Oh, so you cut at the other end.
Well, no, you hook all these on here.
Oh, okay.
Half of them. Half of them on there.
I thought crocheting was tricky, but this is way trickier.
I'm pretty good at crocheting too.
Good.
Anyway, it goes like that.
Dear God, that looks like a mess. But it's obviously...
Hopefully it'll be alright. Just kind of straighten it out. And now, you know, this one. Yeah, it's like, what to do with that piece of paper, Mark? Let's say it's 11.
24 and 11.
Okay. And you just go like this. How's it looking so far?
I don't know how you make heads or tails, but to tell you the truth. Oh, but I see how it's starting to form now.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I guess that's
you'll
starting to
notice
work.
it a little better once I get to the end of this here.
Next, we're gonna get Mark up here and see how well he learned.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'll just hold on a second here. I'm gonna. There we go. Now, if I make a mistake, I'd start all over again. Move.
So by putting it through the loop, and putting it around the stick and coming through, you're making the knot pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, like you just put it through the loop, like that. And then you swing this over. And then you pull that through. That makes the knot here, right?
Oh, okay.
See? And I just let that goes through there. Flip that over. And it goes through there again.
Okay.
And then you pull all this off.
I'd be scared to pull it off. I think it
And
was gonna fall apart or something.
you flip it back over. And then you go in. And I'll do that 11 times. Do that 11 times.
Oh, that'll keep it from coming off.
Keeps from coming off, yeah. I don't want that thing there, doesn't want to stay up there. Did I put it on there or what? Something wrong here, whatever it is.
Did you make that just for today, or is that something that you had?
Well, I had that, but it seemed to fit in better than that. It's not right at all.
It's a little wiggly, but it's okay.
I'll take it. The first one. This is a winter job. People did it in the winter time.
In your house up at the Cape, was it done in the kitchen?
Yep, down in the kitchen.
Yeah. Must have been a good way to pass the time when you were...
Yeah, well, you had to be in the mood to do this. You just couldn't say I'm going to need a whole bunch of stuff. That wouldn't happen.
Oh, that's so cool.
We're underway now.
You got her licked. So did you like to help your dad with the boat building?
Oh yes, we did a lot of that over home. We did it over home before we got the electricity. And it was done by hand.
Yeah. Well, you've got some talented siblings and talented parents there. So did you ever get Stella knitting these?
The needle?
Yeah.
No, no.
No?
No, not that I remember of.
This would be a great job if you were sitting watching the hockey game.
Yeah, you might make some mistakes.
Depends who's winning.
Well, I mean, you should take your eyes off it.
So how did you and Stella meet?
Through Jeannie and the kids down there.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
How long have you two been married now?
34.
Wow.
I think it's 34.
I'm always impressed at how nice in uniform this turns out. I guess the theory for all netting would be similar then. So like if you had a salmon net or something
Yeah,
that needed fixing.
Were bigger, they were about 5 inches.
Oh, were they?
Big mash, yeah. See, those are only about 2 inches.
Yeah. I've got one of those needles at home. I can't remember where I got it from, but it's quite small. So I wonder what that would be for.
Probably for mending the mending nets. It's a mending needle.
Okay.
Mending line.
You doing okay so far?
I think so, yeah. That's really interesting how that forms up.
Yeah. It'll starting to take shape a little bit now, right?
Yeah, oh, totally. Now, did you ever do any fishing with like the salmon nets or the other nets used for other types of fish?
Did I?
Yeah.
Not salmon nets. Used to set hammer net and mackerel net, but yeah, I never had anything to do with. You really don't knit those. I don't think you can buy them. But sometimes if they get tore or something,
Yeah, you've
some
gotta
people
fix
could patch them up, and you have to. I think there's quite a technique to getting that right too.
So what's the best memory you have of making these?
The best memory? Oh,
Is
I
there
don't
a good
know if
memory?
there's such a best memory. I don't know about that. But
It doesn't look like it'd be too strenuous, you know, considering all the work you'd have to do when you had a full farm and everything.
yeah, you go there. The worst of it was it get boresome after a while. If you done knit so many, if you were to build, say, let's say go build 100 traps, which we did one year. That means you got to knit 500 headings.
Yeah.
So that's 500 of these. So that's a lot of knitting.
Hey, you put the teapot on, you got the hockey game going in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but not that it just kind of boring. You can only do so many, I guess. You do a few and then, you know, you take a break for a while and then you do a few more and then maybe an evening, 2 or 3 more. And
You didn't have Netflix to watch?
No, I don't think so, no. Not the men, no.
So in your parents' house, would you have a setup in the kitchen there as well, right in the center of the house?
Where, my parents' place?
Yeah.
Yes, that was in the kitchen there, yeah.
Did your mom ever knit these?
I think she could knit them, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she used to knit, not that many, but My father was good at them. He was the middle order. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's really taken shape now.
Yeah.
Hard to believe you haven't done this for, what, 15 years?
Yeah, I just, as you said, I guess something like riding a bicycle, I guess. You don't forget after you do so many. It was 15 years since I used to make them all the time, and then we used to come up with these like sheets of twine, be big sheets, and you used to cut them out of them. You know,
Yeah, that'd be a lot quicker.
Yeah, it was a lot quicker. Yeah, it's starting to take some shape now, eh?
Oh yeah, okay. It's so neat and uniform too.
Pardon?
So neat and uniform.
Yeah.
But once you get the hang of
Once you get the hang of it, it's not bad. You get the knots, you know, good and tight on them. If the knots are not tight, it'll slip and then it'll mess things up.
There you go. So when you were young, who did you like to chum around with?
Oh gosh. Just the ones around.
Yeah?
Just you know, all the ones my own age and stuff. Yeah.
So what, when you were a teenager, what was a big night out on the town? What did you do?
I go to town, drive up and down the street. that was the big thing.
Who had a car?
Oh yes.
Like who did though?
Well, not too many had a car.
No.
My first car was a 55 Plymouth.
I don't think the roads were that great either to get to town.
No, they weren't, no.
I was down taking Lily for a little run at Crystal Cliffs the other day, and I was thinking about the big barn there and all the dances that would have been in there.
Yeah, we went to dances there.
So you're making one side of it longer, and then part of it still short.
I can get you for a second now. That was 7 threes.
Okay.
And I'm going 9 twos. Since so long since I did it. And the hoop was in there.
Oh, okay.
The hoop was in that part there.
Wow, that's great. Pretty good, Tommy. It's like riding a bike. Did your dad ever look at the work you were doing and tell you it was terrible and make you go do it again?
Oh, well, starting out, yes, he did, yeah. You'd make a mistake and sometimes put too many knots on, then you got to open the knots. And, oh.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to waste twine.
One thing I used to remember he'd be after before was when we'd fill the needles when we first started. He'd say you got to fill the needle tight. You know what I mean? Like how I got it on there?
Yeah.
Because if you made it too loose, the twine would keep popping off the needle on you. And it was all you'd give of a tangle. You timing me over there, Mary?
Yeah.
What?
Too slow.
You better pay attention. You're going to take over in a minute. See how good you learned.
Yeah. But it takes a while.
There are many people that would still use the types of traps where they would knit their headers themselves still. Like, is this type of netting still used very much?
Oh, it probably is. There's probably some still does. Still use it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, probably a lot of them do. But a lot of people now, they buy their traps and someone else builds them. But and usually the ones that builds them, they cut them all out.
Mm.
Yeah. Of course, some of them, the wire traps, there's a lot more wire in them than actually the twine.
Yeah. They probably last a lot longer, but when you lose them and that, they sure don't break down very quick, do they?
No, not if you're, no. Yeah, the wooden ones would break down, yeah.
So, would your dad make the whole trap?
He made the whole trap, yeah.
Yeah.
Knit the headings. They used to go get the bows too, you know, the round part.
Yeah, yeah.
They'd cut little trees in the woods and bend the bows and put them in the sills and build the whole trap right from scratch. Headings, everything right up to the cement, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be a full-time job just doing that.
Yeah, usually what you do is I think usually the first thing was you knitted the headings and then you lathed the trap. You'd build the traps, you know, and then once you say if you built 30 traps or whatever, you'd lat them all and everything, and then once you started putting the headings in them, you could keep right going with the headings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, would they buy the slats that made the traps, or would they make them all?
A lot of them used to cut them out, but the majority of the fishermen used to buy them already. They come in a bundle. I believe it was 50 in a bundle of lats. They buy the lats and sills and later years the bows as well. And, you know, when they quit using going to the woods and getting their own bows, you could buy bows that were just made like in a factory.
Yeah. Probably all the things you could buy at the co-op store.
Yeah, that's where they used to get all the that's where they used to get all the stuff over here. Fishing supplies.
You're almost through that whole needle of twine.
Yeah. We have to refill this one. That's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, one more of these. Taking shape.
It is.
We might go in business after this.
Oh, jeez. I think I'll stick with my crocheting.
Yeah. So you filming the whole thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, Mark and I looked online, and there really wasn't any examples of this skill out there.
Yeah.
It was that one short little video.
A minute long.
Then you just tie off, and you've got to put another.
I'll have to fill
another needle
in a
in.
minute there, yeah. There, I'll have to stop now for a minute. Right now, yeah. We just take that out, flip that over, and on eyes.
So this is making the hole where the lobster goes in?
This is starting to make the
funnel?
loop, yeah.
Okay. Hey, dude. Let's see a pretty face.
Make a collar for lube there. And you just keep going with this. Whoops. Yeah. Some people used to get, some people building the traps, they used to get other fellas to knit headings for them all along too. Some people just did a lot of, they cherished them so much, they had a few headings. I don't know what they charged.
Well, I think there's a fella in town that's still doing it.
Oh, could very well be.
Yeah. But yeah, most of them are going to the metal traps or the sheets of netting.
Right, yeah. Yeah, pretty well nearly all do that.
So what would they use for the hoops with that? I know you've got a metal one on the go over there, but I guess they'd have to use...
They always used to, they had wooden hoops.
Yeah, like the saplings again?
Pardon?
The saplings, would they like bend them around and twist them around and make a
well,
loop?
one time, yeah, and then you could buy the wooden ones. They're more like a flat. Actually, you still can. A lot of people still use them. Although all the ones I have now are all hoops like that. Some are green and some are black and silver. But a lot of them with the wooden traps, we got all wire, so the ones with the wooden traps, they usually have the wooden hoops in them too.
So where did you get your sense of humor from, Hughie?
Where did you get what?
Your sense of humor. Did you get that from your dad?
I guess probably. He had a pretty good sense of humor too, yeah.
It's hard to tell in pictures.
Pardon?
It's hard to tell in pictures. That's all I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
No, he had a good sense of humor. He liked to
Like to
make
laugh.
people laugh and get people going.
He played the fiddle too, didn't he?
Yes,
I've
he
got that
did.
one picture of him
He
playing.
played the fiddle. He used to play at a few dances too. I can remember a couple of times he would be at maybe a dance or shower or something. He'd be playing the fiddle. But the last years, I mean, before he died, a lot of years there, he never played very much.
No.
He used to play quite a bit. I couldn't play anything. Always music in me. I guess Mark got all the music in, didn't he?
Yeah.
What do you think, Mark? Is it going okay?
Looks good, looks good.
We're getting close to her. What you used to get out of a ball of twine, these here, I did have it marked down there. I think you get around 20 or so of these funnels out of a ball of twine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more of those. That's the, oops. Nice. I thought my knitting heading days were over, so
Never say never.
this could be it. I could have been knitting them here for years, Mary. This is not a bad spot.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the kitchen.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's the 11 fives. Okay. Now we gotta close it. Gotta make the loop to close it.
Uh-huh.
One way, you just kind of swing this around. Skip to, you don't need that mold board anymore.
Okay.
That's called a mold board. You don't need that. So you flip it around, skip 2 here, and you go into this one. Then you pull it back to like that. The length of 2 of them, because the next one's going to go halfway. And then you put it over that. And then you just go with this. pick up the next loop, bring that up to the center of where you left off. Not that. Back here. Short the knots good and tight. And then back here. Take a shake.
It is.
So anytime you want socks writing, just give me a buzz.
I think those socks would work too well.
What?
I think those socks.
Unless you're looking for fish
It wouldn't be
nets.
very warm, would they? I gotta pull that tight to make sure that the knots are tight. This one. And this one. See, Mark, this was different than the one you did. That way. Now this one. We're coming to the end there, Sue.
I would think if you got really good at this, you could probably get out of other chores, so couldn't you when you
I
were?
think sometimes I'd rather the other chores. Oh. Not like that. Whoops. Like that. Then that last one kind of double knotted. Another knot here. Find that in there. And make one over here. That'll give you a knot to start the next one. And cut that there. And there's your.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Pretty slick.
Well, not too bad.
Only 299 left to go.
Oh my god. Scissors there, man. That little frame there off there. There we go.
Nice.
What do you think of that?
Pretty slick.
Stretch it over the bottom here.
Oh, yeah, you can really see how that would work.
And when it's just stretched out and tied in, it pulls back. And the stick goes across the bottom and nailed in and lace it up around the side. Ah, and there you have it.
Excellent.
There you go.